Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be ranking all my top 10 favorite movies of 2020. I know it's late, but better late than never. I wanted to wait for the Oscars to be done. And since I just got finished watching them where I'm at in my area, they were definitely something unique, definitely strange choices. But I'm not here to rant about the Oscars and thinking and saying that most of the winners were downright BS, because some of them were, but some of the wins were, great. But were like reasonable. But I'm not here to do that. I'm here to just rank them, talk about the movies I like. I like some of these movies I plan on reviewing in the future, but not right now. I just want to get them out of the way. All right, first off, a couple ground rules. One, I did not see every film, but that's obvious. I just basically saw all the ones I wanted to see, and then I just kind of gave up. Now there are still some movies that I haven't seen that I want to, but I feel like I'm gonna be dragging this list out too long, and I don't want that. I did that with 2019, and I wasn't able to do it because it was late 2020 by the time I actually wanted to see them all, and then I still didn't see them all. So I just kind of said screw it. So, but this one, I've seen a lot more than I did last year so early. Also, a few things to notice. Judas and the Black Messiah will not be on this list since that doesn't technically count as a 2020 movie. That's technically 2021. So, just saying that's not going to be on this list. But it will be on my 2021 list. And also, Wolfwalkers will not be on this list, even though I heard it was really good. I haven't gotten around to seeing it yet because my Apple TV account is, getting whack. So that won't be on this list either, even though I will watch it one day, and when I watch it, I'll review it. So, but all right, let's get on with the list with number 10. Number 10, Another Round. This film is excellent. It is a well acted, well directed dramedy about these teachers who decide to start drinking alcohol to enhance their life. This movie was very riveting. I liked it very much. Mads Mikkelsen was excellent in the movie, as he is always. I thought he was going to get a Best Actor nomination, but he didn't. And plus, this movie probably has the best ending of 2020, and probably also the most lighthearted ending of 2020. In a movie that is surprisingly dark and surprisingly dramatic. But this movie's ending is really, really joyful. Number 9, Promising Young Woman. Once again, this movie had a very nice style to it. Very slick direction with this one. Very good color scheme it has. Carey Mulligan was great in it. Very good writing. For a first-time director, excellent directing. Has one of the most upsetting scenes in a movie I've seen all year. Has a very memorable ending. I know a lot of people weren't a huge fan of the movie's ending, but I was. I really liked the ending of this movie. Has some surprisingly tense scenes, some pretty good twists, and a decent tone that the movie built up. It was a mixture of very dark, very witty that this movie was, and I had a fun time with it. Number 8, Tenet. Once again, Christopher Nolan blew me out of the water. I know a lot of people found this movie underwhelming because of its lack of character depth and stuff, but I don't care. I had a blast with this one. It had mind-blowing sequences, great special effects, great music, great acting, really twisty scenes, some great action sequences. There's a lot of really cool ones. Great choreography. Once again, Christopher Nolan makes a very good-looking movie, very big, in your face. So it might be a little much for some people that he tried to make this one too much of a puzzle box or whatever, and sometimes that is definitely the movie's fault. But I mean the movie's flaw, but this movie's good. I really like it. It didn't really bug me that much. I didn't find it as confusing as most people did, but I really did enjoy this one. Number 7, The Sound of Metal. Not The Sound of Metal. I keep calling it The Sound of Metal. But this movie was heartbreaking. All right? This movie was, it was emotionally powerful. Very, very powerful film this movie was. Great cinematography, great performances. all around. Paul Raci and Riz Ahmed are phenomenal in this movie. They are excellent. The sound design is haunting. The camera work is superb. I'm using too much words to make myself sound smarter than I actually am, and I really do apologize for that. But anyway, great movie. Recommend it. Not an easy watch though. Number 6, The Trial of the Chicago 7. This was a very huge surprise. I thought I was going to find this movie very boring, but instead, similar to other Aaron Sorkin movies, it was not anything but. The dialogue was very gripping and rapid fire, great dialogue, as Aaron Sorkin is known for. Fast-paced direction, great performances, especially from Sacha Baron Cohen, was a huge surprise since I was very disappointed in Borat 2. But this one was great. Okay, has a very solid ending that really did kind of get me in the feels a bit. I'm not really gonna lie about that, but either way, a great film here. I do find it a little Oscar baity though, but it still is a very good movie. Number 5, Mank. This is definitely an overhated movie. I don't get the hate this movie has. It's a David Fincher film. Gary Oldman is the main star, and it's about the creation of Citizen Kane. I loved it. I loved this one. I thought it was very well done, very fast-paced, for me anyway. A lot of people say this one was boring, but I found it very hooking. Great performances by Gary Oldman and Amanda Seyfried. Very, very good. Music by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. Yeah. And once again, David Fincher, great job at directing this one. He needs that Oscar, but he didn't get it. Let's just say, if you haven't known, he didn't win the Oscar. I'm a little upset about that, but I'm not here. I am not here to rant. I am here to talk about good movies. And all right, this movie was good. I loved it. Check it out. Number 4, Da 5 Bloods. This movie was incredible. Now, I've seen more Spike Lee movies over the past few months, and I'm familiar with his movies. This one was easily my favorite. I love this one more than Black Klansman, Do the Right Thing, and Malcolm X. I like this one way more than any of those. Well, because this movie was more entertaining. I'm just going to say that. I found this one way more entertaining. It's about as entertaining as Black Klansman was, which is still my second favorite film from Spike Lee, but this one is probably my favorite. It has great acting, great score, great cinematography, surprisingly intense action, a lot more action than I would expected. A very intense scene, probably one of the most intense of the year. And a few scenes that got me a lot more emotional than I thought they would have, especially for a Spike Lee movie, which I never really got emotional in any of them. So, yeah, definitely check this one out. It's very mixed feelings from everybody, but I think that maybe everyone should at least watch this movie once. Number 3, One Night in Miami. This film was incredible. This was Regina King's directorial debut. It stars a lot of good actors, a lot of them excellent in this movie. This movie I was surprised. This movie took me by surprise because it's based on a play, and this movie was a huge surprise. Okay, I thought this one was excellent. Regina King did an excellent job as her first directorial debut. Yeah, directorial debut. This had great performances all around. Mostly Leslie Odom Jr. Leslie Odom. Bleh, he was a standout, and the actor who played Malcolm X, I forget who he was, but he was excellent in this movie. This movie, I feel like, once again, you should go check out. Everyone should check this movie out. It's excellent. Number 2, Soul. You're probably thinking it's a little weird for me to put this one at number 2, But this is one of the most effective movies of 2020, and I am not kidding here. Yes, I know, a Pixar film being one of the most moving films of last year. I'm not lying. This is definitely, in my opinion, way better than Inside Out, way better than Coco. This is probably Pixar's best work since Up. I'm not lying there. It's their best work since Up. This film was incredible. It has stunning animation, great acting, a great score by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. This film was just overall extremely surprising and was actually my number one for a while when I was doing drafts of this list. But there was another film I saw that blew my mind. But before I get to that, let's go over some honorable mentions. The Devil All the Time, one of the most underrated films of the year. This film shocked me from beginning to end. The Wolf of Snow Hollow, one of the most investing horror comedies of last year. Very, very surprising. Minari, one of the most heartfelt films I've seen in a while, and kind of a movie that we needed at the time. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Great ending performance from Chadwick Boseman. I felt he was great. Pieces of a Woman, one of the most depressing movies I have ever seen and the most depressing film of the year. Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge, possibly still reigns superior as the best Mortal Kombat film. And The Way Back, probably one of the most surprising films of last year. And number one is The Father. This movie took me by surprise. I mean, I knew it was going to be good. I didn't think it was going to be this good. This movie blew my mind. It affected me emotionally, and I cried 2 times throughout it. Oh geez. And Anthony Hopkins, Olivia Cook, I think her name was. I forget her last name, but they were all phenomenal. Anthony Hopkins gives his best performance of his career. He was excellent, definitely, frick, he was so good. This movie literally, oh geez, this is the best movie of the year. I don't know what else to say. It's left me speechless. It had a very good ending, in my opinion. A very sad one, even though it was a very sad ending, it was still a good ending. Very well-directed movie from a first-time director. Great screenplay, great just set designs, great ways for the movie to play with your mind and your emotions. It's just such a hard-to-watch film, but it's so good. You definitely need to check this one out. Okay, so that's my list. If you agree with it, okay. If you don't, that's great. But this is I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to say your list in the comments, go ahead and do that. If I missed anything, let me know. It's either it's because I didn't see it or I didn't add it because I thought these other movies were way better. Nomadland for once. Okay. All right. Keep it together. All right. I'm totally over-exaggerating, by the way. All right. That's it. Leave a like if you like the video, and I will see you next time with my worst of the year, which that one's going to be fun because I actually get to rant.